Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Beat the Book. As always, I am your boy, Big Al Better. As you guys know, we're doing NBA betting on this channel currently. Whenever you're tuning in with me, it's NBA betting. So we've got Friday, May 9th. We've got two games to get into today. We got the Cavs taking on the Pacers, Game 3, and Thunder taking on Nuggets, Game 3. So these will both be games where we finally shift it to the other side, the other stadium. Now the road team becomes the home team, and vice versa. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. Do appreciate it. If you guys are new, please like and subscribe. It always goes a long way. Um, Dang, I look like a pilot with the shades and with the headset on. But anyway, before we jump into if you guys are new, before we jump into the bets of the day, we're gonna just recap how the last nights did. There was only one game, so it's gonna be a really quick deal. I didn't make a full video for it just simply because it was only one game. I didn't feel like digging in there and doing the whole thing. So I just made one short at kind of later on in the day than I normally would have to put it out for it. But we were on the Warriors plus the 11, and we were on the under 202.5. I felt with the Warriors defense and the way they'd been playing so well, they'd be able to do some nice things to limit the Wolves. And then I felt like the Warriors were going to be able to keep the game close. And unfortunately, neither of those things happened. Final score was 117 to 93 or 113-97. I think it was 117-93. So they get to 210, which is unfortunately an over. And I think this line opened at 209 and a half, or 210. Like, so it was there, but then it came down. Whatever. And then as far as the Warriors, yeah, they did not cover the 11 points. They ended up losing by 20. But such is life. These things happen. Turns out the Warriors aren't as good without Steph. Jimmy had a decent game, but not like a great game. He had a lot of opportunities at the rim. If you guys watched the game where he just like dished it out, it's like, dude, it's a 2-pointer. You're right there. Kaminga had a great game. He had almost 20 points. He might have had 20 points. So I think they'll be looking to lean on him once they get back to Golden State. But good, good game. We just kind of had the wrong thesis on it. Like we knew the T Wolves would get we knew they had a bad game on like the first time they played, but I just thought the Warriors defense could keep them in check. And the Warriors, to their credit, in the third quarter, they did get it to 7 points after it being 15 for basically the whole game. And then it just kind of like there was a timeout called by the T Wolves. They come out, they push it right back to 15, and it was just kind of game over from there. So it is what it is. We take the L on that. Finally had a bad night. We'd had some pretty good stretches of nights in a row prior to that. So anyway, without wasting too much time, guys, let's go ahead. I'll change the screen here. Let's hop into these games, right? We're just gonna go ahead and get this thing back up to here. As you guys know, if you're not new, you guys know that we use DraftKings around here. We're not sponsored by them or anything like that. It's just the book that is closest to me, so I like using those numbers because those would be the numbers I end up being able to play. I'm in a state where I can't bet online, so I have to go to a book, and the only book around me is DraftKings. So that is unfortunately the one that I am stuck using, which it's a good book. We don't hate DraftKings around here, but it is just a bummer you can't spread out and get better lines. Because if you have 17 books you can use, then you get better access to odds. So anyway, we got the first game of the day. Cavaliers taking on the Pacers. Game 3, over under set at 229.5, as you guys can see over there on the board. And then the Cavs Pacers. Pacers are actually underdogs at home. Now I know what you're thinking. Slam dunk. We got to take the Pacers on the like at home. They're underdogs. I would think so too, but I don't see the Pacers sweeping the Cavs. And Mobley, DeAndre Hunter, and Darius Garland are all game time decisions. I expect them to play just because they're down 2-0. So I think with all those boys playing, the Cavs have had leads in both these games. Then the Pacers have made crazy comebacks to win these games. So I think we're going to get kind of the same thing, except for this time the Cavs are going to play better defense and be able to hold off the Pacers. Now, if you guys are on the Pacers here plus 2.5, I don't hate it at all because they're home underdogs. Like, you got to take that, right? So if you are on that, no shame in that. Do what you got to do. Fade me. But what I think is that the book has lost a bunch of money in these first two games to the Pacers, and the book knows more than we do. That's how they're able to build casinos in Vegas and always put new ones up. They win money more than we do. So the channel's called Beat the Book. So what we're going to do is just fade the street, and we're going to take the Cavs minus 2.5. That is what I'm going to be doing. You guys can do what you want, but I think the Cavs minus 2.5 is the side. I think the book knows a little more than we do because in a realistic world, it would be Cavs plus 2.5, but the book's not going to give you that because they know the Cavs need this game and are going to come in and win this. So, and I think a lot of people that had bet on the Pacers would load in on Pacers minus 2.5, but when you give Pacers plus 2.5, everyone's throwing their money on that. So we're going to not do what the public is doing. We're going to fade that, and we're going to go to the -2.5 with the Cavs. That's my thesis. Like I said, let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree, but that is where I'm at with it. So that's why we're on the Cavs. And then as far as the over-under is concerned, we're going to be on the over. Both games so far have gone to the over in these games. The first game went to overtime. I get that. And then this game, the second game did not. But I think Pacers at home. Excuse me for the yawn. Very unprofessional. The Pacers at home should score more than they have been able to in Cleveland, and Cleveland is going to be able to score because Pacers defense isn't great. Like it's good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on it, but the Cavs have been able to get what they wanted, and they've had leads in both games. So we know they can score on these guys. The Pacers are going to up the pace. They're going to score more at home than they did on the road because the role players are going to do better, and the Cavs are going to keep up. And then obviously we think they're going to win the game. So if that's the case, I think the over is I don't want to say a slam dunk, but I think it's pretty close to a slam dunk. You know what I mean? That's a lay-in, if you will. So yeah, so I like the over and I like the -2.5. As far as the 4-pick parlays we've got for you guys, we have hit 2 in the last week, which is nice. They play out anywhere from +4 to 500 all the way up to +1,000. We've hit 2 of them, but we've got Donovan Mitchell, 30 plus points. He's done that in both games. Andrew Nembhard, 25 plus PRA. For some reason, I can't figure it out why. It's plus money. He's done that in both games so far in this series. Tyrese Halliburton, 30 plus PRA. He's done that in both games this series. He's gotten like 35 and a 38, I think, in there. And then our last one's going to be Obi Toppin, 11 plus PRA. He did that in the first game against these guys, but he didn't do it in the second, or vice versa, flip it, whatever. He's done it in one of the games against these guys. As we know, he's a role player, bench player. They play better at home. So at home, he just needs to make a couple threes, contribute from grabbing a couple boards, maybe hit a third three, maybe get a dunk, maybe get a couple lay-ins. But 11 plus PRA was too good to pass up. I mean, he gets 2 boards and 2 assists. That's 4. Splashes 2 threes. We're at 10. And then he just gets a free throw or a dunk, and we're at 12. So that's what I like there. It's a plus 900 for that easy 4-pick parlay. I say easy, doesn't mean it's going to hit. But Donovan Mitchell, once again, I'm just going to repeat it. Donovan Mitchell, 30 plus points, done it in both games, 33, and then he had that wild 48-point game. Andrew Nembhard, 25 plus points, rebounds, assists. Both games he's done this. One, he went over 30. The other one, he got to 28. Halliburton, 30 plus PRA. No big deal. He's done that in both games. He's been all over the place. He's been around 20 points in all the games, and then we know he gets tons of assists. The first game he had 13 assists, and this last game he had assists and rebounds. He was killing it. And then Obi Toppin, like I said, did this in one game. He had 13 or 14, and then the last one he had 10 or 9. He was just short of this number, and that was on the road. We're back at home, baby. We're in what's their place called? The Gamebridge Fieldhouse. Yeah, I think Obi Toppin's gonna have himself a game. So I like that 4-pick for plus 900. It is 3-1 Pacers, but that's simply because the Pacers are the home team, and I didn't want to trust Garland or Mobley just based. I don't know how good they're gonna play based on them coming back from an injury. But we'll take Mitchell because we know what he's about, and he's been great in this series. So, all right, let's move on to the second game. We got the Thunder taking on the Nuggets. Obviously, Nuggets super close in that first game. They end up winning it with that Aaron Gordon 3 at the end, which is awesome. And then in the second game, the Thunder come out and say, well, I guess you guys forgot who we are. We are the Thunder. We had a lot of time off because we took care of business so easily in the first round. We're going to go ahead and win this game by 35 points or whatever it ended up being, right? Set the record for most points scored in a first half at 87 when the record was 86. It was a whole deal. But now we're in Denver, and things are going to be different, right? So the spread is 5. I'm about to yawn again. There it is. Spread is 5. No big deal. You got the Thunder as favorites on the road. I don't like that. The Nuggets already showed they can win one. But in the regular season, these guys split the season series, and Aaron Gordon only played in 2 of the games. And in the third game that he played in, he only played 7 minutes. I think he got hurt in that game. So I like the Nuggets here, plus 5. That's what we're going to take. We're going to take the home team plus 5. Now, I know you guys might be saying you had the Pacers plus 2.5, didn't take it. That's a different scenario, 2-0. This is 1-1. The Nuggets get to come home. They get a rest, be in front of their home crowd, and be like, hey, welcome to our town, okay? And we're going to win this thing. So I like the Nuggets here. I like the Nuggets. Honestly, I'd like the Nuggets to win it. We don't play money lines on this channel, so I'm not taking a money line. But I like the Nuggets plus 5. I think it's a great cushion, especially if they are going to win the game. We get 5 points. I think it's great because even if they lose, I think it's by 2 or 3. I don't think they're going to lose by 5. As far as an over/under goes, 233.5 is the line. Man, we keep doing these videos, and I keep yawning. Two or three videos ago, and I yawned like 7 times, 9 times in a 10-minute video. Anyway, over under set at 233.5. I like the over. We've hit the over in both games. The first game got to 240. The last game got to 255. So I like the over again. Denver's going to score. Same kind of deal with the Pacers Cavs, right? Denver's going to score better at home with their role players. The Peyton Watsons of the world, right? Those kind of guys, they're going to score better at home. Christian Brown's going to have a good game. Not that he didn't. His first game, game 1, he had a great game. 11 points, 13 rebounds. But his second game was a little lackluster. But Denver's role players and bench players are going to play a lot better at home. So, which means they're going to do their end of the bargain to score points. And the Thunder, we know what the Thunder are, man. I mean, they got the highest scoring player in the league in Shea, and they know what they're doing. Like, they're a great team. They have the most wins in the league for a reason, right? That's not an accident. So we're going to take the Thunder. Well, not the Thunder. We're going to take the over because I think Denver's going to set the tone, set the pace, and try to score a ton of points, and the Thunder are going to try to keep up. And that's how I see this game going. Wouldn't be surprised if it's 10-2 right off the rip. Nuggets 10, Thunder 2, and then we're racing, baby, and we're just going. So that's what I like there. I like the over 233.5, and I like the Nuggets +5. It feels like a great spot. I mean, maybe the book's trying to bait us on this one, but nah. I mean, the book gave us 11 with the Nuggets in the first game. We took the +11, cashed, and they won straight up, right? So yeah, give me the Nuggets +5 here. They need to bounce back and get this thing to 2-1, and then even if they lose their second home game, I mean, they've got a real chance here. If they win these 2 games, stranglehold on it. All they got to do is win their next home game, and they win the series. Like that's incredible. So it feels like the right side to be on. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree or disagree, because I always like to hear from you guys. And if you guys are gonna disagree, give me your little thesis on it, right? Don't just be like, I disagree, whatever, right? Let me know what you're thinking, because I like to understand where you other bettors are coming from, right? All right, as far as a 4-pick parlay for this one, I kind of like this one. We got Jamal Murray, 21 plus points. He was getting over 20 points in the whole first series they played, right, against the Clippers. And then in the first game in this series, he got to 21 or 23. So he hit this number. In game 2, he was held to 17 points. So he scored like 11 early, and then he never really came back into it. So he did not get in the second game, but they're back home. He'll hit better shots at home. So Jamal, 21 plus points, Jamal Murray. Then Jalen Williams, the JAL, the starter, not the JAY who comes off the bench. We're going to take his under on his points. His points line is set at 21.5, which seems extremely high to me. He only had 18 in the last game they played, so I like the under 21.5 points here. Then we're going to go Aaron Gordon, 25 plus PRA. Did that in the first game, didn't do it in the second game. Expect to bounce back, especially out here at home. And then our final pick is going to be Russell Westbrook, 23 plus PRA. In the first game, he had 22 PRA. In the second game, he had 26 PRA. So he's been kind of dancing around this number. And they're back at home. He's been playing tons of minutes, 30 in the one game, 24, I think, in the loss. And then Aaron Gordon had played almost 40 minutes in the win, and he played 27 in the loss. So they're getting tons of minutes. But yeah, so Westbrook, 23 plus PRA, feels great, especially if he comes into it fired up, back in front of the home crowd, ready to show up and show out. So that's the 4-pick there. This one's a +1,000 over on DraftKings. So you got Jamal Murray, 21 plus points, Jalen Williams, JAL, under 21.5 points, Aaron Gordon, 25 plus points, rebounds, and assists, and Russell Westbrook, 23 plus points, rebounds, and assists, +1,000 over on DraftKings. I feel real nice about that one as well. Hopefully it's still at that number whenever you guys are able to get over there to make that. And obviously, shop around, man. Check FanDuel out. Check Caesars Sportsbook. Check MGM. Wherever you guys play your prop bets, check this parlay out on those. Maybe you can get that thing up to a +1,200, +1,300. Who knows, right? But yeah, definitely shop around. And then as far as the final part of this video here, guys, to wrap it up, we do a 2-pick parlay. We take one prop bet from each game, and I give that out to you guys. It's normally around anywhere from, I don't know, +200 to +500, something like that. So let me go ahead and switch the screen here. I like to go to this screen to build it for you guys. Boom. So we'll take this Cavs-Pacers game first, right? We'll click into it. First pick is going to be, we're going to go to player combos. Here we go. Scrolling down, we're going to grab Andrew Nemhard. Like I told you, 23 is his line for this game. Don't know why. We scroll that to 25. No big deal. It's a plus 130. I love it. He's done that in both. He's cleared this number in the first 2 games. He's been absolutely on fire. He's shooting threes. He's getting layups. He's getting rebounds. He's dishing the ball. He's all over the place. I cannot be. This is Ty Jerome, not Nemhard. Nemhard's right there. I couldn't love it more. Plus 125, 25 plus PRA. It's great, right? So that's the first line. Second line for Thunder Nuggets, we're gonna go with the other pièce de résistance, which is player points. Jamal freaking Murray. Where are you? 21 plus points. Like I said, did it in the first game, didn't in the second game. We're in a bounce back spot at home. Feels great to me. Plus 312 over on the DraftKings. Like I said, shop around your guys' books. Find out what it is on the books you guys like to play. Maybe it's even better. But that's what I like. Jamal Murray, 21 plus points. Andrew Nemhard, 25 plus PRA, plus 312 over on DraftKings. That is all I got for you guys in this one. Thank you as always for tuning in. Gonna go ahead and clear that out. We're gonna go ahead and just leave it like that, baby. Like I said, thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys got any friends that bet and gamble and are looking for picks, send them my way. We'll always take care of them. As always, protect the bag, beat the book. That is our catchphrase over here on this channel. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Let's watch this basketball. Let's have a good time. And man, this Denver Thunder series has been awesome. And we'll see if the Pacers can go up 3-0, which would be absolutely incredible and would make me look really stupid with taking the Cavs minus 2.5. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Enough of me rambling. Peace out.